Right. There we go. Börjar Matselsonika. Då blåsa på harmonika. Alright. Time to get started. So let's do let's go. So right, let's actually is there not a window capture? Is it this? No. Might be screen capture. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, I think that works fine. Adding the current playing song to the bottom left. Unfortunately, YouTube will kill me if I play it, but whatever. The unfortunate things about streaming on YouTube. Maybe Twitch is my my next streaming target, just so I can listen to music. All right, so we're just done with some breaking news. Oh, that's just SpaceX. So been doing some off-camera work, just getting the UI up and running in Clay, which is really nice. So it looks much better than it did before. You can see up top right here, and top right and top left. It's looking really nice. So also did some refactoring to get that to work. But yeah. So that's done, and now you can, like, if you build a dock, for example, if it wants to. Say for like, oh, hello. Excuse me. Oh, that seems to be a bug. Oh no, that's very strange. It seems like I can override the... Oh, because it has two pre-queues. Yeah, if I start building something, I need to clear the transaction queue. Alright, anyways. You can, like, produce a boat, and now I kind of want to get the boat moving. But yeah, you can see the UI here. Looking good. So yeah, you can see we have some vendored clay things here now. But yeah, I think also cleaning up some of the code here, so we decouple. We make this part of the UI, not the game loop. But like the raycasts are kind of special because they do both the drawing to the screen of like the selected entities and do the additions here. So I'm not really sure this should be part of the UI. But yeah. So let's actually make the world is traversable. Let's copy this and make this work for boats first of all. For boat. So what we'll do, that's true. That works. So the only thing we want to check here really is If the index below isn't okay, then it's a water tile. Yeah, so we want to, if below okay. Like that. Gold pos equals pos. This will always be false. If below okay, then it's false. What next we want to do? If ctx.world.voxels below index. Oh no, this is below. That's not what we want at all. We want index. Yeah, let's return false, but we want to check if index error. If it's not error, do return false. Slash check. So what we're gonna do? Slash check that it's a water tile. Check so the water tile is empty. That's all fine and dandy. We can really do. Actually, I could consolidate all of it. Fuck it. Return true. So is boat selected entity boat. Want to do here and change this to world is traversable for human if selected entity equals what? Oh. Human else world is traversable by boat. Dot type. Oh. If there we go. So now we should be able to get a boat up and running. That just moves. Oh. 1 second. So I think this is the wrong place to do this actually. Because this is only left. So this is when you create one. So this we actually is mouse G left W to right, mouse button right up here. This is what we want to change. So I want to change if boat okay is selected entity dot type dot boat. Okay. Want to do one thing, otherwise I want to do this. So this will be world is traversable for boat. And this is the goal. I don't think this is even getting reached, if I'm honest. If I'm being honest. Isn't this a... This should be vec3i. Oh. Because the voxel is a... as an integer. So all of this should be instead use the integer value. Because you can never interact with a voxel that is off the grid, because that's not how voxels work. The position can be whatever it wants, though. Yeah, so this can just be vec3. Can I just make these equals to one another? Is that how this works? No. Isn't there like a vec3? Need a function for this. Vec3i. 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 A, B, vec3i. Go. Return a dot x equals b dot x. A dot y equals b dot y. A dot c equals b dot c. There we go. Vec3 I vec3i. I wonder if there's function overloading in this. I'm not going to search that up now though, because I don't really care. Where are you? There we go. There we go. So I want to build a boat, select it, and you just want to make it so if I right click here, then that should make the boat move to that location using a star, but it doesn't. So we're here. Let's see if it even reaches this, because I don't think it does. I really should set up a faster way to test this. No. Oh, because that's not a voxel. Because it's water. Well, no, it should go through there. Do continue. That shouldn't be the case. Did hit. Let's try if I move this down here. Hello? If I just do this. This might make the game's performance tank though. Looks fine right now though. Still nothing. Ah, that seems to work. Try this. Oh, that makes sense. And this should be else if voxel is not air. I might need to fix so that water is a voxel, but it doesn't really matter for the sake of everything else. How far do I have to go to get this to work? Oh, that might make... That actually might be outside of the... Yeah, that's outside of the world. Yeah, this goes into optimization as well. Do I do? Yeah, I do the optimizations now. Let's... Before I do anything, I think the... I think the UI update is still in the diff. Yeah. So let's do a UI update. Let's do that. And now let's update this. And so basically what I want to do, so what happens here is that this is the border for the like world. This is outside the box, the 16 by 16 by 16 box that this world is in. And the problem with that is that this is untraversable. Like there's no handler here because the handler only applies on this voxels. But that actually doesn't have to be the case, and I'm actually an optimization that you can do that fixes both of these problems is making the entire world one mesh and then decoupling the selection of world voxels from the world drawing itself and just drawing a separate cube. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So we're gonna create a mesh builder. Yeah. Which is gonna take some time, but it's gonna allow for a lot of things that I want to do for the visuals and just general work on this game. So yeah, let's continue. But let's start by generating a mesh when we create the world. So mesh builder.odin. So we do like a, oh, my keyboard got plugged out. Mesh builder. And we do like a mesh builder init, which takes in a mesh builder. Yeah, I handle this myself, don't I? Yeah, that's better. So what we want to do is we want to init it, then we have a mesh builder destroy to just keep with API stability of the other things. Or actually, I don't need a destroy, do I? Or actually, let's just keep it there. We don't have to do anything with it, but it's nice if I want to add anything to the API later. Then I want to do a mesh builder add cube. How would I then draw? Do I have vertex colors for the entire mesh? Do I do everything through mesh colors in this? I don't think that's a terrible idea. I mean, it does lead to more data, right? But if I never change the mesh, which I don't plan on doing, then that's no problem. To just assign the world colors. I'm gonna do that for now and then add that to the... Does this not update? Well, my OBS seems to have frozen. Well, it seems to be working. What? Do I want to handle this now? No. Yeah, let's do that. And then if problems arise, we change it. But like, we can just do mesh builder, add mesh. How much extra data is it to have mesh colors? A lot, right? And it does give less flexibility in the future. Well, if I just do everything on an atlas in the future, that shouldn't matter. Let's do this now. And then when I get to doing the actual visuals, then I'll fix it. Yeah, probably. All right. So this takes in a mesh builder. So this takes in a position linalg.vec3. Let's just do this. So we just have the imports. And then we also have a color, which is a linalg.vec4. Actually, that's like the only thing I do for the voxels at the moment. So we have a render path. So this is kind of what I want to copy. So what I have to do is from these vertices that you see here, these don't have a color. I pass the color in through if I'm not mistaken, I pass the color in through a uniform. Plain. Oh, actually, that would work. Color. Yeah, see, so I set the color through a uniform, which is, it's still slower than what I'm doing now because I'm doing a state change for every cube, but it's more data now. I know, the thing I'm doing now will be more performant. We'll see. I'll fix this when I get to it. Either way, so what I want to do is going to render pass into the cube mesh in it. This is basically what I want. Go into mesh builder and we just paste this here. So this will be the mesh builder build. Do I pass in that's the vertex length. I think I only I don't think I size off. No, I don't think I ever hard code the length, only the vertex length. So doing this is actually really fine. So all we have to do is just move these into the mesh builder. and really not. Like that, and then this is just a typed out declaration. With a compound. That should be dynamic. So when we init, really don't have to. I want to check how to use this because I'm not really sure. Dynamic. How can I? So I append, yeah. So I want to initialize them to an empty array in the beginning. That will happen here. Vertices as a that mesh builder dot indices. Also have a mesh. Oh, we do already have an ed cube. So what we want to do here really is just add this. So we want to do append mesh builder dot vertices. Let's append this. Liv som du har alla tusentals dagar. That doesn't seem to work. Oh, and we're gonna do that and the destroy. See, the destroy was useful. So why doesn't this work? This is that, right? F32, yeah. Oh. Like that. Perfect. I probably gotta annotate this. Oh, we just steal this. Like that. And this will be like a mesh builder build. Yeah, and that takes in a vertex array buffer and element buffer. So that should also be part of this. But that should really return to like a mesh. Yeah, U32. X vertex array U32 vertex buffer U32 element buffer U32. Like that. And then this Oh, we already have a mesh? Oh. Why didn't you just say that? So this should really be, this should return a mesh. Is there a using keyword here? Yeah, so I can just do this. And then can I run a using on the, do I need render pass at all? I don't think so. I only need mesh builder. Mesh builder. I want to do using here. I think I can do using on all of these actually. No, that doesn't work. It is required for factoring purposes of legacy code. It can be enabled for private. Okay. Well, that works. Mm. Yep. Yep. Puss. Ja, ja. Puss. Ja, ja. Alright. Now I gotta figure out why my OBS isn't working. Like, I can't interact with it. Did that work? I think so. Alright. Also, why did this stop working? Everything's stopping to work now. screen. Spotify. All right. There we go. Everything's up and running again after everything was terrible. So, so this is gone. This is, let's name this MB. Hold up. MB. I think that's good. MB dot, MB dot. That works, right? And this should just return mesh. I should probably define what all the vertex things mean here. What shader does cube use? I think default, but you can change the shader of what is the default. I think it's just default. So this is APOS. This is a normal AUV, a text. There we go. So this would need color later. I think the easiest thing is to just break out frag default and then include local frag default. Probably. Did I remove include local? I'd be surprised if I did. Yeah, I did. Well, that's annoying. Well, this would be the same, right? Can I use the vertex? No, because that's, yeah. That doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to change this to have a new vertex position. I'm gonna have a new vertex shader for cube, or actually I could just do if frag is cube. But really, this should all be removed. Because we don't have textures for the cube. Yet, at least. Actually, the text coordinates should probably stay. We just add more data. But like here, just add a new thing called a color. Let's actually just test if this works first. Mesh builder build. So that should all work. Like we can work on the coloring after we actually know that it functions. Whoa. Alright, so let's generate the island below, like here. Do we know the world tiles here? Yeah, we generate them here. Oh, no, we don't know them. We kinda know them. We can do another pass. So down here, when we generate the island, so this, setting up UI. So all of this is like generating the island. So here we will create a mesh builder. Mesh builder init. Defer mesh builder destroy. And then we'll move this into its own so the deferred runs instantly. Builder add cube MB. So this will run all of this. Here. I'll just add the position, which is XYC. Like that. And then we have a color, which is just leave that for now. And then we just build the mesh. Build mesh. World mesh. So world mesh. We build that. So here's when we just generate the world mesh. Then we just kind of want to draw it. See, I kind of just add a mesh draw here that does some of this. Mesh draw takes into position, scale. Yeah, sure. Color redundant, but we'll keep it. Or actually, no, we'll remove it. Texture we have there. So do cube draw. So now there's this gives an error. Or is this partial? No. All right. Oh, because I haven't added it to the union. Yeah, there we go. There we go, and this is mesh draw. Color is, this is, yeah, this Do we divide by it here? Yeah. So this is like that. Got identifier? Oh. Like that. Oh. There we go. We passed the vec3. We've got the model transformation. We do all of that crap. This is where the interesting part happens, because I think this... if I count this, this is 19 to 42. What? That's definitely not it. Isn't this a count? It is. Oh, these are all the vertices. But this should be 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is this too little? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so that's correct. But why is this 36? Oh, is this 12 times 3? It is. All right. So that's the indices. Oh yeah, draw elements. Of course, I'm stupid. So this is only the length. Oh. 36. Len of inst dot. Oh, I don't. Oh, right. So this should take in a mesh. Mesh. So this is len mesh ins dot mesh dot indices. Was this the only thing I have to do? Only reference. Yeah. Apparently so. And then we'll just do, render pass dot cube mesh dot indices count equals len indices. Oh. There we go. So that's about it, right? And then I just have to do in the mesh builder. When the mesh is created, we just set that should be. Alright, I don't actually draw it. So here, render pass push out. Let's just create one. Draw mesh. Render pass draw mesh, and this is just scale 111, and then we just do mesh equals world mesh. Doesn't seem to be drawing at all. Well, so it's being drawn at least. Did it succeed? I did. That seems like a lot, but that's probably correct. Yeah. Och blir såklart. Let's do this first, actually. I don't have a good way to only test this yet, which is problematic. Can I do that? Why is that an error? Ah, there we go. Good enough at least. So again, I want to just draw it at 0, 0. So we draw this at 0, 0, 0, which is all good. I draw this at 0, 0, 0. I don't think this is drawn. What is the problem? Because like this should just be the same as... No. There we go. That's being drawn at least. So there's something wrong with the... Now, there's something wrong with the vertex array. This is working? That works. Something wrong with the vertex array. Perfect. And we build it, return it. We never do any heap allocation. It's all in the stack. Array buffer. Yeah. So it builds the exact same. I mean, I apply it the same. I didn't even apply the position yet. So like there should be no issues. The only thing I can think about is that there's a problem with this. Let's try it. Like the actual builder being the problem. And it not working like I think it does. That works, all right. So there's something wrong with how the dynamic arrays work. I guess I could calculate length to seat capacity of 6. Yeah, right? Look. Dynamic int append length is 5 clear. Then it's 0. Like, why? Like, length should be right. They should be the exact same. Yep. Gotta be something with getting the actual pointer. Oh, could it be that that's a fucking linked list or something? Do I gotta like take it? Oh, I could do that. It's like. I already kind of did that though. I already took slices here. What the fuck? I have no clue. Gotta be so real with you. Like the setup here is completely. Why? I'm gonna cheat. Uh, yeah. Mm. Let's see here. What am I missing? Oh. Oh, size of doesn't work like that. All right. There we go. That's annoying. You live and you learn, I guess. One, two, three, normal. Like that. That works. If voxel is not .err. Do. There we go. Now I have like a fully drawn island. Now it's just the colors. So we gotta take the colors from here. And this will be color. There we go. So the only thing we got to do now is add that to the vertex here. Color dot. I'm gonna do this in VS Code because I don't know how to do multicursor. No. No, I think I just fucked up. Oh, I just fucked up bad. Like that. Oh my. Underpass you. There we go. Ugh. Tragedies of using VS Code. There we go. All right. So in here, I'm just gonna do this. Color dot R. Color dot G. Color dot B. Okay. Like that. Like that. RGBA. Gotta add this here as the fourth vertex attribute. Four. What's that? Size. 3. Float, and this adds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, this is 13 now. There we go, and this is now 8. This is 11, I think. Yeah. I think that makes sense. So this is 3. Yes, it points to the last element. Oh. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, because it's 2 length. Right. So that's all fine. So now we just gotta update this because it's gonna crash. Yeah. Or it's not gonna crash. It's just gonna handle it poorly. So now we wanna do. We're gonna have to change the. Well, let's define a new shader actually. So this will be mesh. Mesh shader. Shader. Load. Where do we have the load shader? There we go. Mesh. And this loads default and default, I think. Like that. Only difference is I think there's a... No. I kind of want some defines to be able to put in place. Alright, let's go into default. And basically what this should do is that it should do if x is cube true. And this should just define a new one. Let's add an if def. And this is vec3 color. Out vec for vertex color. If def is cube and if def. Yeah, and this is what we just want to do. If def is cube and if def, we just want to do v color equals a color. Like that. Should be all good. And then we got to do the same here. So we're taking in vec for v color. If def is cube. In here, oh, because that takes it in. So here, we're just going to if not defined is cube. This too, like that. If def, if not defined. And if not def. Does this work? No. If def is cube and if def And this will just be V color instead. And I think none of this uses the... No. So that should be good. Yeah. And this is gonna crash. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. So we're going into render pass. If def. Let's just change the skip if end. If def. Up here. This is all if, yeah. So here to if def, and this should be to length. If def expected 2 arguments got the split. Give variable or value. And this can really be this should really be split 1. Okay, so we have variables as the map. So what this is really okay. Variables split 1. If def split until end is not, as if that not variable is defined. If variable is not defined, then we skip. And then we just have if not defined. If not defined, and then if variable is defined, skip until end. If it's end. There we go. That should work. Now we just need to define the variables. Yeah, so now we just gotta be able to pass in here set variables. And it takes in variables and a reference to a map string. Like this. There we go. And now we just gotta do set variables. And then we just want to have a define variable. Which takes in variables, and let's just set variables label string label. I should do this for now. No? There we go. And then we're just gonna go into the load shader. Proc And this is define variables is cube. That didn't really work as I expected it to. Let's see here. Now we should just do fmt.println variables. And there we go. IsCube is 1 there. Well, that works. I was just wondering if this works or if my code is wrong. Do this first. Default. Oh, I actually do want to print the variables. Oh. So when isCube is 1. Let's open this in a term actually. So for the default, if Saint Paris. That didn't work, but it should be closer. No. So we should at least have an A color, which we don't. No, here. We don't, so this doesn't work. Oh. We want to do if strings dot substring split 1 equals dollar is not equals to dollar. Do panic. Or we can no wait, I can just do split 1 0. Do panic. If def only accepts variables got there we go, and then this should not be that. That should be strings dot substring from 1. Substring from. Yeah, hello? Oh. If variable name, okay. Variable name, okay. There we go. Actually, we can just do this. Implicit cat. What? Implicit cast from Vec 4 to Vec 3. Oh. No, that's correct. Is it in the... No? Oh! U colors of Vec3. V color .rgb. Still doesn't work. All right. Let's do the mature thing of going through this line by line and seeing what fucks up. So, A color exists, as it should. It shouldn't have a time. V color exists. V color is A color. That works. Let me just see so I'm not chronically stupid. Yeah, so that's correct. This is kind of annoying me. I think this is like... There we go. Oh, no, this is supposed to be a tab. There we go. So let's go into the fragment shader. So, just to be sure... Oh, right, this includes the entirety of Fast Noise Light. Wait, it does. Where? Actually, don't do that, so I'm already past. There, that's the thing I want. So, no color, use texture or texture. Yeah, that's true. It should take in a V color, which it does. Oh. Oh, that works, but it's still wrong. And effect. Yeah, there we go. That didn't change anything because it still does the same thing. V color access. No. Oh, it does. Well, this isn't. Well, actually, it is. And this uses V color. It doesn't have any U texture stuff. But this doesn't have anything to do with the fragment shader. Like, the fragment shader doesn't work as it should right now. Oh. Fuck my life, bro. Oh. Well, it's still broken. I mean, I definitely have something wrong in my vertex data. Oh, I'm stupid. Let's just make it be a vec3. Fuck it. Because everything else fucking expects it. Alright, let's update this shit code. Yeah, so that's now vec3s. And here this takes in a vec3 again. And that doesn't, that's needed. There we go. Alright. That is more correct at least. Does this have to do with... Oh, I'm so fast. I need to... Let me do that first. Annoying. Alright. Well, that's not right. Oh, some work. Like this one. Wait, so all of them are being drawn, but they... No, not all of them are not being drawn. No, wait. All right. So there's still some thing wrong, just less wrong now. I'm glad I got the shader to work at least, because I'm gonna need to head out in a bit. But yeah. Now I can check for defines at least. So, my biggest question now. Well, this must be a problem here, right? Something to do with this. Let's see how many it takes for this to break. This is correct now at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for all of them. Which is good. That's good. What is the problem? Please tell me. This is the same as the cube mesh in it. 22, 23, 20. Like, there's something wrong with the indices. Oh. There we go. Well, nice that we got that finished at least. The UI. Should be like that. Yeah. Easy fixes are always nice. So let's go to the load shader. That's gone, and this should be gone as well. There we go. So now you can create a deck, create a boat. The boat can't move, but that's the next problem. So, what's this game all about? It's an RTS game, or at least a work in progress one. So, currently I'm in the middle of a big refactor, so you can't really show, but like the players, I mean, you can do like this. So you see like the humans move around, they build houses. So if we just do this, get to trees, and then we can like build stuff. So it's very work in progress at the moment, but hopefully it will be a fun little alt RTS when it's done, but very early at the moment. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to get the player movement done until the end of the stream. So, let's see. Wait. Okay. So, what we have to add is that okay. So I'll have to refactor the. I'll have to remake the raycast world function. Yeah. So this checks just if the raycast hits the cube, which is totally infeasible. What I should do here instead is check each cube that the raycast would hit, and if it doesn't, I progress. Yeah. I mean, raycasting is sort of an annoying problem here. Like, what's happening is that we have like our camera up here. We have our camera, and then we have a ray going out. And what it does is checking this square, this cube, this cube, this cube, this cube, this cube, and then it hits this. If it hits this one, then all of these tests are like really unnecessary. So what I should instead do is make it only check the cubes along the line. So like it goes to this cube and checks, is this cube air? And then if this cube is air, then we check this cube. If this cube is air, then we check this cube. Which is much more efficient in all ways imaginable. I don't know why I didn't think of it. So I gotta like step the distance of the raycast. What's this for? Oh, that's for the water. Yeah, all of this kind of bad code. That's not right. Edit instead. Uh, okay. Let's see if this will work. So like what I want to do is that you raycast and then just draw a cube over the voxel that it collides with, sort of like how the water is done. I mean, the water doesn't work right now because we changed everything. How do I do this in the best way? Mm-hmm. All right. So like this is how I want to do everything for the entire world. Let's see if this works. So like if I go into here and I go to this code, And let's just do this for everything. Just do this. There we go. That's kind of exactly what I needed. But instead of it being this big, I'll just make it 1.1. That's sort of like that. And the problem is that it's clipping, but I'm gonna change the select anyways. But this is like exactly what it's needed. So now I just gotta change the rest of the code to be inside this block instead. Yeah. So this is all redundant. Like this is just what the new code would do. So I take this entire thing instead. Where is it? Here. So if Raycast World did hit, just do all of this instead. Voxel. Voxel? Yeah, I kind of need this, actually. World Voxels Index. Yeah, I can just do that. Vox World Index. World is like index. Voxel is then world.voxels world index. Why are we complaining? Oh. No wonder if okay. Raycast hit world.voxel. Pause. Pause.x. Raycast RTX before storyline. That's ray trace. Raycasting is just for selecting the voxels. Same, Lamau. It is same. But I'm running one raycast instead of 15 quadrillion, which has a different nah, but they have the same performance impact. Kind of want to move this. Well, this is already true. Already true. This is pause. And now you should theoretically be able to move anywhere in the world. If I didn't have this many errors. Well, but all of this can be removed. There we go. Can I now move the player? Yeah. That is very nice. So I just optimized the game a lot, even though I don't have a profiler, so I can't confirm that. But instead of checking every single voxel in the entire thing for a collision, I just have to check. Can I move the... that's the next part. But like now it just checks the actual thing I'm hovering, which is really nice. But next up, or actually I might just push this. Move. Draw whirl as single mesh and move raycast to whirl to voxel independent. There we go. Right, so Sear Wood and 15 population. No, it's missing a slash here, so 1 out of 5 population. I just haven't implemented that yet. But basically, this is the one population, our one lonely human here. That's just pure yellow, as a result. Right, yeah. Like, I mean, this is the font. So... it's missing the characters. Yeah, it's like colony management. I mean, the only 1 second. The it's like it's nice to have the you kind of need a population cap because otherwise you can just spam produce villagers. So I kind of want to incentivize the player to build houses and then have to build other stuff. It's like you can't just have a massive fleet. You also have to back that up with having like the land. Problem is that houses are kind of cheap right now, so I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. Like here, if I just chop down these trees and then build a house, now I can like produce a human and you'll see that the population cap goes up, and the population because I built a human, so I can like move that one here, create a new one. Now we have 3 population cap. So I don't really know how to balance it, but there's like sort of the early movement and the early UI work for it. Which I feel like the UI now is much nicer than it was a week ago, so which is a bonus. But yeah, I kinda now I want boat movement. That's like my next big feature. Because like that's kind of integral to the entire game, being able to move on water. So the well, too far, I can't say I remember that much from a week ago. I mean, I can show you. So, like just the difference. I mean, if I go back here. Oh, that was before I even had the UI. There you have the old UI. If you remember it. Without the trees and everything. So. Oh. So I think this UI is a big improvement. It's got more info. And everything. And it's also using a totally new UI library that I found, where you basically just have the layout. So all of this is like declaratives, like you have a padding to the top. The old UI was very, you picked the positions yourself. Like it was very like, okay, this is on pixel 20 and it has this rotation, and this is like, okay, you place the image here and then the container just kind of grows. But it's very efficient, which is nice. So there's definitely work being done in that department, even though it's definitely not done. But it's a work in progress. Uh, all right. So we do world is traversable by boat and figure out why this isn't working. Oh, I think this is the problem. You know what? The movement kind of makes me think of RimWorld, but like obviously with one dimension more. Yeah, kinda. It was a long time ago that I played RimWorld, to be fair, so I don't really remember it. But all right, let me just ABA. So it reaches here. But it's very RimWorld has a kind of like incremental movement as well. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, definitely. C is reached. I feel like there might be another problem at stake here. Not. It's this one. So entity is check. So the location is empty of entities. So we reach this. Oh. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's a position it's checking. Yeah, this if position is equal to start position, it should just return true. Start pause. I know I have good plans for the future of like the visuals and stuff, so I'm looking forward to actually getting past this part where it's just getting everything up and running, and then being able to actually add stuff. True, false. This one's false. Oh. No, wait. If position is goal, which it isn't. It shouldn't. Wait, what? This is so strange. And future like in general, is this going on stream or some Steam or something? I mean, if the game is finished, definitely. But it's going to. I'm thinking like if I work on this game and it actually becomes something fun to play, then yeah, definitely. But you never know with games. They take so long to make that you. Like this is so early that it's impossible to say whether it will be able to end up on Steam or not. What entity? But like, yeah, if I work on this game long enough to where it's actually releasable, then that's the plan. Where's their boat there? I said no clue about time frames for this. I mean, if you look at this game and then just imagine, I mean, yeah, I could speed run it and make this make like a I mean, if I kept these graphics, um, then I could probably get the game like in a unpolished state. Yeah, exactly. But like then I could get this game out in an unpolished state in like probably a couple of weeks. Uh, but like I do want the graphics to be good. I do want there to be more content. Uh, but I don't know. I can't say with any certainty. It could take years. It could take a couple of months for this game. So I'm going to go into the with the assumption that the game will never release, but still work on it consistently and make it like good. Like currently, I'm adding like food, so you can get food, and then it should take like if I create a house, like you can see how the produce human takes no resources to create, while creating a house takes resources. The plan is for produce human to be like it takes food to create humans, so you need like fishing boats, which is my plan to be like the early game food production. Um, like so that sort of thing. It's still very early in the gameplay loop, uh, but we'll see. I still also need to figure out how to make the actual boat faring fun and boat combat, because that will be the main way of combats. I think we'll see. We'll see. Uh, Now I'm trying to figure out though. Start, pause, go, pause, pause. Why the entity? Oh, I don't skip the early entity, do I? 13010, and we see the start process 13010 and current process 13010. Okay, that's the problem. Uh, which I should have seen coming, but whatever. Uh, how do I fix that here? Yeah, no, wait, this should be true. Oh, there's something else going on here. Because this does return. This is true. So you can traverse. Oh, and then it. Oh, okay. Wait. No, I'm stupid. I read this completely wrong. It ends in A. Uh. Wait. A B B C A. Okay, it ends here. Oh, this. It should be like that. No, it ends in A B. A B. What? I'm so confused on why this just doesn't work. If below is not okay. Oh, well, that. If below okay. If below is okay, return false. What? Oh, this doesn't need, this doesn't need to be there. I just really need this. Index if okay and like that. Well, it's... What is happening? Below, okay, not gonna lie, my screens aren't high res enough to read your code. Alright. I can do this. There goes. Does that work? So this is the code for A-star pathfinding. So basically, this code. Okay, perfect. So this code is for checking if the if a specific tile. So I can open this. This code is for checking if a specific tile like this one is able to be walked on by a human. So this tile would return false since there's a grass block there. But the tile next to it, which I can't highlight, that tile is would return true since it's air, it's above a grass block, and you can see here that the movement for humans work. But if I go down here and create a boat and go here, it doesn't. Like the boat doesn't cue movement. It doesn't start moving. So what I'm trying to do here is figure out why because like if you look at it visually, there's only water tiles here. Like they're only water. So that means that it should be able to move there. But it doesn't. So that's what I'm trying to fix. And like below okay here means that the tile below this tile is okay. And if a tile below a water tile is okay, that means that it is... Oh, actually, wait. No, this is fine. But basically, this means that if the tile below it isn't okay, then it exists in the world, which means that it's not a... Like the lowest possible tile that is allowed is a water tile. So if it's okay, that means it's not a water tile. So we just return and say this isn't traversable. But but it doesn't work. So like the problem is, I mean, if I go down here, create that, walk there. Here is the whole tree it does. So it does A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Actually, I should return whether it fails or not. I know, I'm really trying. Oh, I'll have to move in a bit. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave. I'll have to leave this for tomorrow. That's annoying. All right. I'll leave this for tomorrow because I actually do have to go. Which is but it's the game's checking the line. Yeah, right there. Yeah. unfortunate. I really do want to run this and fix this tonight, but I don't have time. But yeah, hopefully in tomorrow we'll get some fishing boat action going, so you can like go here, fish, it goes back, it deposits. That'll be fun. All right, heading out. See ya. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night.